Hi, Queen Yin here with OU Ministries. I had a little time, so I wanted to come on and talk about one of my services that I offer, and that is the energy clearing. So there's two different types of clearings that I do. I do a basic energy clearings. This take about 30 minutes. I use smudging, Reiki, breath work, as well as sound. And sometimes I'll do a meditation. Just depends on the energy, but I kind of follow spirit and how to really move the energy during that session. But that's the 30-minute kind of basic energy clearing. That is good for people who just want a little, tune up. You come in, you get about a 30-minute tune up. It clears up the energy, open up the heart, lightens the heart, open up the mind. It helps to kind of release any kind of burden type energy or heavy load type energy, and you're able to move forward. So a lot of people like to get this on Saturdays. They'll come in. You may can do it during the week, like a midweek type of treat, or anytime. It's really good for any time. That is the basic energy clearing. And I think, when someone asks, like, how often do you think I should do a clearing? The basic energy clearing, I say, if you can, do it once a week. Especially if you have a busy lifestyle, if you work around a lot of people, if you're in the service industry, definitely. If you just deal with the public a lot, energy clearing is very helpful. So certainly if you're in the medical field, if you're in the education field, if you work at places like the airport, if you work at the mall, if you work in places where there's just like a lot of energy, I think that's a good time. I think energy clearing is definitely good for you on a regular. Once a week, once every other week, at the very least once a month, it would be extremely helpful. I think you would see a great benefit in doing it. So that's the basic energy clearing. The full chakra energy clearing, that's a longer clearing. That's about an hour. Sometimes it could go over. It just depends. So you'll be laying down. The basic energy clearing, you're sitting in a chair. With the full chakra energy clearing, you are laying down. You're laying on a grounding mat, so the bed has a grounding mat on it. If you've never experienced a grounding mat, this mat is plugged into the ground level socket of the socket, and so it's pulling in ground energy. And that mat with that ground energy pulled up in it, laying on it, it minimizes inflammation almost immediately. So never heard about grounding mats, definitely look it up, do a little research. But the bed that you'll be laying on, it's like a massage bed. It has a grounding mat on it, so you'll be laying on that. So that already is having an impact on the energy. I'll be using gemstones in the area of your chakra center. So there is gemstone usage, so that is helpful. And then smudging, I'm gonna always use smudging. And then I take you through a breathing exercise to help you to relax and to help you to slow down the heart rate, slow down the breath, which is gonna go ahead and start putting you in a relaxation state. And then I use Reiki. So the Reiki that I do with the full chakra clearing is going all the way from the root to the crown of your head. I'll be doing Reiki on you. I'll be using music, sound, scents, a range of things in order to help move that energy and open up those chakra centers or those energy centers. By the time you leave, you absolutely feel lighter. In both experiences, the basic and the full chakra clearing, you may get some downloads. Some people experience various downloads, or they see things, visions, and sometimes they'll say, man, I kept seeing a certain color, or I saw some people experience ancestor visits. Different things happen when you get into these states, and it's really not, and I'm not promising that for everybody. I'm just saying it's deep, the type of things you experience when you unblock the chakras, or when you allow for energy to flow in your body in a more natural state. So much happens, really, truly. Like, you get clarity, stress relieves, pains begin to go away and dissolve. I had a sister who she got some consecutive energy clearance, I think 4 sessions consecutively. She came once a week for 4 weeks. And she had it was an elder sister, she had a lump, kind of like a lump on her throat. And by the time her 4th session, you saw the lump physically going down. She kept showing me. She was like, I really think this. And, I don't discredit anything. I don't know. I can't tell you what will happen when you shift energy, because you just don't know. But eventually, after her 4th session, a few more weeks later, she called me. She said, I just want to let you know that lump has gone away from her throat. And she sent me a picture, and I said, wow. And I had another case where this sister, she had some blockages in her heart. It was an assessment that her doctor kept wanting to do, but they couldn't do the assessment. Like, they couldn't pick up the reading from the heart space. And so she came for a clearing, had a profound session. I mean, I felt the tightness of the heart chakra, or that energy center. That was one of the tightest areas, if you will. Like, when I say tightest, I can't really explain it except tight. And I felt when it released. I felt it, and I could tell she felt it, because I could see her heart rate, and she began to just release in a different kind of way, just with tears and everything. Her emotions started to really pour out. And a few weeks later, she called me back. She said, girl, I have been trying to do this assessment at my doctor's, and we went and we were able to do it, and it was like a profound experience. The doctor was like, wow, like, I've never seen it flow in this way with your heart, because they're working on healing her heart. So anyway, I just want to say that, the clearings impact you spiritually, emotionally, and physically, because everything is energy. We are energetic beings. So of course, the words that we hear and say impacts our energy. Our environment impacts our energy. The food that we eat, smells, the sun, the moon. Our energy is always impacted. And so, of course, getting things like an energy clearing is very impactful in your life, especially when you're dealing with a lot of stress. If you're under a lot of stress, you're going through a transition that's putting you under a lot of stress. If you, like I said, work around a lot of energies, even if you're going through, you're moving past an illness or disease, those are good for energy clearings. Are just, I say, getting one by a practitioner like me is powerful, and I also say learning how to do them on your own is also very powerful and essential, if you ask me, truly. And there are simple ways that you can learn how to balance your own energies in some powerful ways. And that's also a benefit of the session, because you'll experience ways that I help you to shift the energy, and you can do some of those things on your own. Now, oftentimes suggest before you leave the session, I give you suggestions on how you can keep your energy, how you can maintain this light energy. Because of course, I'd love to see you every week. I'd love to see you I won't say I'd love to see you every day, but I'd love to see you every week. But you don't have to come to me to help balance those energies. And it's just the educator in me. I'm going to want you to walk away educated with how can you maintain this light heart and this light energy that you're going to experience when you leave. So you can book a session with me at the link down below in the caption. I pray that I'm able to see you sometime. I'm in Atlanta, but if you're visiting Atlanta, you can absolutely try to book and come through. If you want to experience it as a group experience, I'll say the best way to do that is to attend one of my Reiki infused sound baths, because I do with the utilization of Reiki and the different sounds, and the way I lead you through that sound bath is very much so similar to a clearing. And so if you want to do it as a group or a group of friends, you can participate in a sound bath that I schedule, or you can reach out and schedule your own group activity as well, where I do a sound bath and I take you through a meditation, and you can do a group clearing. All right, won't hold you. If you want to book with me, check out the link down below in the caption. All right, peace and love.